Welcome to Comp Crawl with Dancebeat. Okay, so you viewers are very familiar with all of these great dancers that come from Eastern Europe to compete in ballroom dancing in the US. Today, I have a young couple with me who have a really, really interesting story. Let me introduce you to Mr. and Mrs. Serhiy Averkov. But first of all, the lovely Olena, how are you?
I'm perfect, thank you.
She's perfect. What about you?
Same, I have to keep up.
Oh, well, let's hope we can all keep up with that. Let's hear their story. So, Serhiy, you're actually from the Ukraine?
Right.
All right. So, how did you get into ballroom dancing?
I've started when I was 4, and the funny story was that actually my mother and my father, they had different opinions who I should be. And my father insisted on me being a boxer. So I could have been a boxer at this point, but I'm a ballroom dancer, right?
Olena, obviously in the US, kids do not start dancing that early. How did you get into ballroom dancing?
I was actually 8 years old, so that was a little bit later than Serhiy. But my mom, she actually took my hand and my brother's hand, and she just from the first day when she put me into the ballroom studio said, I want to be a dancer. I remember the day and I just fell in love with dancing, so till this time I'm keep doing the same thing.
Actually danced with your brother? Now, was that difficult?
That was difficult. We used to dance together for 10 years, so it's actually a long time. But that was very interesting. It's difficult in one way because, the person is so close to you, you can say anything, you can just do anything. With a different partner, probably you cannot be that open. But that was good. He supported me a lot. We actually had a very good relationship. And after 10 years of dancing together, let's say we split. He was doing mostly judging and teaching. After that, he started supporting me even stronger. So it's good. So I'm happy.
So, Serhiy, can you tell me about your dance partners?
I was very actually consistent with my dance partners. Olena is only the third dance partner that I've had so far, and I hope the last one. Yeah. I was with my first partner. I've danced for 12 years. We were really consistent, competing every weekend. But then she moved to a different city. Otherwise, we would keep going. And then with my second partner, I've danced for 6 years, and she decided to, build her family. By the way, her name was also Olena.
Okay.
Yeah, so you see, I get lucky with Olena's.
How did you actually get together with Olena?
Through Facebook, Yeah, it's that easy, right? That easy. No, we actually knew each other. All dancers know each other because you're competing all the time on the same floor. Even if you're not talking to each other, you kind of know, okay, this is Serhiy, this is Olena. And then, when we split with our previous partner, I don't remember, we texted each other. I don't remember who was first. I'll say I was first. Yeah.
Olena, who texted who?
I remember, I think I was first who texted, but I quit dancing for 2 years before him. I saw I'm not gonna dance, I'm gonna teach. I actually enjoy teaching a lot. But thanks God, everything changed, so I'm happy that I texted him, and I remember we did try out, and we live in different cities, so that was, for us, it took 2 hours to get to each other by train, and with the tryout, we like it from the first time, and we dancing.
How did you and Olena actually get to come to the States?
Now, when we joined the Ukrainian national team, which was going to compete in US, in San Francisco, in Autumn Dance Classic competition, which is organized by former US professional ballroom champion Jonathan Wilkins. And they had a international team match, so we were one of the couples from Ukrainian team. So that's how we got to United States.
The first time that I was aware of you over here, it wasn't in San Francisco, it was in Buffalo, which is like way over there somewhere. Yeah, like 3,000 miles away. So how did you get to Buffalo?
Jonathan Wilkins, that he recommended us to a studio in Buffalo. He said they needed a top professional international ballroom couple, and just to grow to help dancing grow in that area.
You are now in Buffalo. Tell me about Buffalo. I come from Boston. I've only ever been to the airport there, so I know nothing about it.
So first of all, Buffalo is a beautiful city. It has like really incredible architecture, so many nice museums, and of course Niagara Falls, the famous Niagara Falls. So actually we got married there. Yeah. But what was good for us, Buffalo is very close to Canada, just in the border, and it was Canada, and very close to New York. So we were able to drive, to take lessons was perfect, like with the good coaches, and to compete in Canada, and that was good. We liked it.
Okay, so a positive experience. You've been in Buffalo, but now we are sitting in Los Angeles, and you're now based here. So how the hell did that happen?
No, we actually, I remember that competition, that was Ohio Star Bowl, and we finished quite high in that final, and we were offered a position in Los Angeles. It was easier to move from Ukraine to United States than from Buffalo to Los Angeles. Well, first of all, because it took like 3 times longer because we were driving from Buffalo to California. And the second problem was I couldn't believe that we bought so many clothes in 2 years.
3-day trek across America. Now, I do know you're at the world famous Vivo dance studios in LA, but was it worth leaving Buffalo for?
For our dancing, the environment is just perfect. The studio is very competitive. We have, top couples, top teachers in the studio. Our students are very competitive. There's a bigger student base. Also, we have a chance to work with world top coaches. They all live there in Los Angeles, California. So there's so many big competitions, right? So everything is there. It just helps you to improve. The environment is really, really good.
So well worth the 3-day drive. So Olena, are you happy with the progress you've made since moving across the country to LA?
Since we moved to LA, we're actually very happy with our progress because we have chance to work with the best coaches here, and we really like and we really enjoy the actual progress and the process of improvement. That's why for us it's actually very enjoyable. And of course, the most important thing, we have our goal for future. We want to win USA Nationals, but we keep working on this. We keep moving.
Well, of course, you're only 26, so you're really, really young in ballroom dancing terms. So to be getting the results and making all of these major finals that you're doing at the moment, hey, you've got time on your side. All right, Serhiy, what about you? You happy?
Of course. It's been good so far for us. I just believe when you have a passion for something, you do everything 100%, you're gonna get that. And like my students, I'm also really happy with how my students are doing. I even have one lady that won her Pro-Am World Championships on Embassy and US National Championships. So yeah, she's a world champion and national champion, you see. So I hope in the future I can also, get more students to that level because it's always really enjoyable to watch their progress, like when you kind of get like babies, and you see them grow and you see how happy they are when they get there, and yeah, that's amazing.
Well, what's amazing is that we all know that the Pro-Am dancing actually drives the whole ballroom dance industry. So for pro-ams, you know, I think sometimes they feel as if they're not appreciated. So for one of our top competitors to actually talk about that, that is
That's highly appreciated. Yeah.
that's really, really cool. It's been a great pleasure for me to sit down and talk to you, to find out how dancing with your brother, how you got together through Facebook, you come to Buffalo, you drive across America, and now you're one of the top young couples in this country. I hope this is interesting for our viewers, because if our industry is going to succeed, we actually do need to know more about the couples that are right at the top. So guys, once again, thank you so much. If you want to learn more about our ballroom dance world, please log on to www.dancebeat.com. Olena, it's been a pleasure meeting you and talking to you. Mwah. Mwah. Serhiy, no kisses for you, man.
Thank you for having us here. Thank you so much.
It has been my pleasure. Okay, guys, have a good one, and we will see you all soon.